All right, Shalom, Israel. Anyakaham Wakwataziyan Mara Wa Aqua Kanaya. I'm Yah. My Warka. How you want? Okay, what I just said was peace, Israel. I'm Officer Mara and and Sister Kanaya, your teacher for the day. So first thing I gotta say is Salakia for the technical difficulties, man. But we got over them, and now we're here. All right, so look, I want to go into Psalms. So the title is translating Psalms 121, the prayer. So let's pull this up right here. Let's go straight into it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do it. So now, got this up here. Let's put it on the screen. Perfect. When? Here we go. All right, now. So Psalms 121, the prayer in Hebrew. Let me see where we at. Right here. Start here. Go to the tools, and now let's bring it up in the Hebrew. Here we go. Now, so Psalms, you do know in the I.S.U.P.K, this is one of our main prayers that we say. So during the Passover, right? You're going to hear us say a whole ton of prayers. You're going to hear us say Psalms 121. You're going to hear us do Psalms 83. What else we do? The prayer for the power. Okay, the prayer for the structure. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer, Matthew, right? All the prayers. Okay, so with that being said, I wanted to translate some of these prayers. Okay, now, so let's get into it. So we have Psalms 121. The tradition is to read it in Hebrew. So I don't. Okay, Psalms 121. We could read it all in Hebrew very quickly, or we can do each line in Hebrew, which is what I probably do. Each line in Hebrew, and then the verse in English. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. Can you take the young man downstairs so he can play? Big shout out to Priest Officer Knocking Officer Taziat. Did our whole the basement of the school, man. Is glorious. And it's kid friendly, right, baby? Yes, it is. Okay. So now let's do it. So we in Psalms 121 and 1, right? Shayar La Ma'alwaf. Asha'a Ayanya Al Aharium Ma'ayan Yaba'a Izaria. Now, this is the first verse, Psalms 121. So let me just show you this too. Boom, boom, boom. I want to show you something else. All right, wait. Now, let me stay on track. Let's read it in English, and then I'll show you what I want to show you, okay? So in English, so we read it in Hebrew. Now let's translate it in English. Good night. Boom, boom, boom. It says, a song of degrees. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills from whence cometh my help. All right. So that's the first verse. Now let me show you some of the tools we'll be using to translate Psalms 121. Okay. Going into the email. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what's on 2. See if I have the tenses here. I do, past, present, and future tense. Perfect. Let's make this as big as possible so everybody can see it. I'll zoom out first. I'll stay zoomed out first, and then I'll zoom in so everybody can see each part of it. Okay, so now let's share this page. Here we go. So this is Psalms. This is not Psalms. This is the rules on how to speak Hebrew in past tense, present tense, and in future tense. Okay. On this specific page is the present tense and the future tense. And it also gives us the rule on how to make a word plural from the singular, right? Now, in our language, we have we have a way of speaking to men, and then we have a way of speaking to women. Okay, so that's why you see M and F right here, not the normal MF, right? But this is M and F for masculine and feminine. Okay, so we have the rule for that too. So let's go down, because in our language is naturally a masculine language, but it can be but we do translate it to feminine when we speaking to women, or speaking about the land, or something that we have dominion over, like the land, right? We usually speak in feminine. Whenever the Lord speaks to us, the Most High God, He talks to us in the feminine. Why? Because we are the lesser in authority to Him. All right. So with that being said, let's get back into it. Now, so this is the rule for the present tense, right? And if I scroll down some, it'll go into the future tense, and then the past tense, and then I believe the future tense is last on the next page right here. So it's the rest of the past tense at the top, and then it goes here into the future tense. All right. And then at the end of it, it's just some more rules for possessive adjectives, how to make something, how to say this is his, hers, ours, yours, theirs. Okay. And this word our, it encompasses we and us. This house is our house. This house belongs to us. We own this house, right? So it's the same thing. It would be nawa added to the end of the root word. Okay. So now let's keep on going. Let's get a little bit more into it. Oh man, what I do? I didn't erase something. I didn't erase the blue letter Bible by accident. Let's just go back into it. All right, give me Psalms 121. Boom, and we're gonna continue from where we left off. All right. Now, if y'all have any questions, please type in your question. I would like to stick with the Hebrew, with questions about Hebrew. I always say this every class. I would like to stick with questions about Hebrew, but I'm free to take any question. Y'all know we don't turn down no biblical questions. Okay. If we need, it died on, you can charge it. Oh, all right, so he good. All right, cool. What? So with that being said, we answer any questions. So please type in your question. But mainly, I would like to just do all Hebrew questions, since, yeah, do you think? Especially since this is the Hebrew class. Now, like I said, we open any other questions as well. But I know that brothers and sisters out there struggle with Hebrew, especially when you're new into the school, because you got to learn the Hebrew. So with that being said, I would like to keep it all the Hebrew questions. But let's keep going for now. All right. So we just read Psalms 121. We read it in Hebrew and we read it in English. Now, let's go into a little bit of the translating. And I wanna bring this up as well. I want to show you this website right here, 2letterlookup.com. Okay, this is going to be very helpful. If 2letterlookup.com is a website where, hey, shalom, sis. All right, shalom to all the young brothers. Is a website where you can go and use it to look up the Hebrew words, I believe, and Greek, like it says right here from the lexicon, right? Now, with 2letterlookup.com, it's the link from shore.ly, from Shorely or shore.ly. From this one right here, it's the top one, right? You go here and then you click on the link. Boom. Okay, so a little ad popped up, but here's the website right here, 2letterlookup.com. Okay, they got a lot of pop-ups now, everything popping up, but this right here is a great website that I learned from General Kobalamav. I believe I've seen General Q using 2letterlookup.com. Ever since then, it's been a it's been a foundation in my Hebrew journey and learning Hebrew. I think that's what they say now, the Hebrew journey, right? Now, this is how you use two-letterlookup.com. And I'm only going here because let me show you. I'm only using two-letterlookup.com to show you how to use it. Because as you can see here, if we just come down here, it gives you the translation, right? My ilah of degrees, nasha'ah, right? Nasha'ahs. So if y'all don't know, up top is the word that was used in the scripture. Down the bottom is the root word, okay? So up top is the way it was used in Hebrew. Down the bottom is the root word. So asha'ah, for example, right? Asha'ah is right here. Okay, so if you come down, you will see the translation, I will lift up. But you won't. The reason why I went to the email to show you the past, present, and future tense is you're going to need the tenses and some of these rules to know why nasha'ah became sha'ah instead of sha'ah. But you can see it all right here from the Blue Letter Bible. Now, we can go back to two-letterlookup.com. The reason I'm using this is to show you how to use it. So if you come to two-letterlookup.com, okay, if I wanted to look up Asha'ah, right, I would go Sha'ah, right? Now, it don't usually, sometimes it'll let you type in a full word. Most of the time it won't. I believe I got up to 5 letters in here. It notes the word, the two-letter lookup.com, right? Now, if we did not, seeing that we had the root word, if we didn't have the root word, we wouldn't be able to do this. But they gave us the root word, which is na, sha, and then But if I just use na, sha, but if I just put in 2 letters, it'll come up lift, to lift, okay? Na, sha, to be led astray, right? To lend on interest, okay? But you see the first 2 is the main 2, to lift up, right? To lift. I will lift up, to lift. Now, if we go here to show all details, it'll give us all the different ways it was used. It'll also give us, go ahead. Yeah, you can put it to the side. In fact, I take a little bit now too. Might as well. I take some now. So we got the Strong's number 5375. All right, that's the Strong's concordance number. Hold on, boom. This thing ain't letting me. There we go. Here we go. So if you see definition A, shalom, brother. Oh yeah, the water, young priest. Okay, you got the young soldiers there. They in here putting in that work for Christ, man. Already. He said, you give water to a prophet in the name of a prophet, you shall receive a prophet's reward. You know what I mean? And I'm paraphrasing. Listen, also, let me say this, y'all. Let me bring myself up real quick. Y'all know, I'm going to just divert this for a little tiny second, right? I want to say this too. These young children, they are so innocent in the truth. I don't know what the hell they did in the past life to come into life as a baby when it's ending. You can't even sin. You can't sin. You ain't in charge of yourself to sin. Bruh. They must have did some amazing ish. Like on a spiritual level, like for right now to be born when Christ is returning, like what did you do in the truth, man? Like what did you sacrifice? What did you give up? Like, you know what I mean? Like you must have lost your life, been a martyr, all types of stuff, man. I think you're trying to do something with the TV down there. You know what I mean? I will give him my phone. Oh, the water. Can I give him my phone? I don't even know where is it. The water. But man, no. He good. There you go. He allergic to not having the phone. But yo, can you imagine that, man? These young brothers and sisters, man, they did an amazing job. But let's get back to it. All right. So we in two-letterlookup.com, right? And as you can see, the definition 1A. 1A. To lift up. Okay, that's the the translation that is the correct one for what we need. Now, since we got this one on the first one, right? Let's do the second word. Let's go back here and let's go into the second word. Okay, let's pretend like we don't know what the root word is. Okay, so first things first, this is the word ayanya. So we would see ayanya and we would go to look up ayanya, and I'll let y'all know why I'm doing it this specific way, because when you come into the truth and you learn in the Hebrew, you don't know which letters is connecting letters and any other rules, right? You might be learning it. You might got some information from the school, some of the things we give out, like all the Hebrew information and different flyers and scriptures, right? So, but you won't actually know how, what you're doing. And, this is something you got to practice, universal practical knowledge, right? It's something that you have to learn from practice. So you would go to look up this word, ayanya, right? Now, like I said, let's pretend for a second that we don't know anything other than we want to find this word ayanya and see what the hell it means, right? So we know that we can use two-letter lookup.com. So now let's go to it. All right. So the root word was the word we're looking up is ayanya. So we're going to go I, ya, na, and then ya. Right now, we didn't find ayanya yet, right? But we looking for it. Okay. So we got, hold on, boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Ayun, but we don't see ayun ya. Now we do see ayun and I, a fountain, ayun and I, and I'm not reading this ayin or ian. I'm not reading any of this. I'm going off of knowing what Hebrew is. And you're going to need the alphabet sheet to know this. You're going to have to study your alphabet sheet, right? So, and this is in Gannon, in Dor, in Getty, in Hakore, or whatever they call it, in Kada. All right. But this is just what they called it, in Mishpat or whatever, Enan. I'm not sure if if all of these are in the Bible, but these are just Hebrew words. Some of these Amalek could have made up, right? But who knows? Only thing we know is that we were trying to find Ayun Ya. Now we didn't find Ayun Ya, but we did find Ayun. So let's go to show all details. Ayun, an eye, a fountain. An eye, a physical eye, as showing mental qualities. Okay. Now let's scroll down. Since that one said a fountain, let's see what this ayun is. Ayun, eye. Okay, just regular eye. So we got lift up, and now we have eye. And this Strong's number is 5870. It's the feminine form of ayun. Now, now what we're going to need to find out is what it's saying in the English, because we know in English the scripture says this. It says, I will lift up mine eyes. Okay, I will lift up mine eyes. So we seen lift up. So now I didn't go too much into Asha'ah about why it says Asha'ah instead of Nasha'ah, but it's saying Asha'ah is I will. So I at the beginning of a root word is saying I will, right? Because na is the root word, but as you know or may not know, in our language, letters can drop off. Like this character na dropped off, and all you had was sha'ah. And then you add ah to the beginning of it to say I will. How do we know? From our tenses, from the rules of the tenses, right? This is the future tense. The future tense, to say I will do something, or I will, you add at the beginning of the root word. Anya right here is how you say I, right? So it's just saying I, just like atha is you, atha is you, hawa he, haya she, anak nawa we, and so on and so forth. So you can disregard the first one, but this shamar, just like over here, anya, that's how you say I. Shamar is I will, whatever the word is. In this case, shamar was watch or guard or protect, right? Not protect. Protect is a different word, but you get what I mean. Keep or guard is the same thing, but it's a different word for protect. So I will, and then guard. I will keep. That's the example. The example word they used was watch. As you can see, it's shamar in all these words. Shamar, that was the example word. So we replaced the example word with nasha or nasha'a. Because the character na can drop off, it would be sha'a. Now, if the character na did not drop off, it would be anasha'a. But weak characters in our language can drop off. What is a weak character? A weak character is a letter or a character, right? We call our letters characters because they're pictures of different things, right? So a weak character or a weak letter can drop off by because it's used all the time. It's weak. It's constantly used. It's like somebody that's gullible or weak in the world. You use them. That's what most people do. And most people will hey brother, go to the store for us real quick. I mean, you do boom, 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 and whatever you say, a woman that's weak, she's easily used, and you know how that goes, right? So it's the same thing with brothers and sisters, and it's the same thing with our alphabet. A weak character can drop off, okay? So now let's go back to the rule. So the rule was add I at the beginning, and now you got now you have the word asha'a instead of nasha'a, right? Now you get asha'a. So the same thing with ayanya, right? Remember, we didn't find the word. Good night. This thing is killing me. So we didn't find the word ayanya, but we did find ayun. Dan, tell me I didn't stop sharing the thing. Good night. My bad, y'all. I didn't even know I wasn't sharing it, y'all. So we didn't find ayanya, but we did find ayun, right? So that's what we found. We found ayun. Now, what we're looking for is ayanya. So since we found that ayun means I, and we know that the scripture says, I will lift up mine eyes, right? Now we got to figure out, is Yah plural here? What is it saying? Why is it saying I, or why does it have a Yah at the end? What is it trying to say? So now we're going to find out. So if I was just to click now the easy thing, I went back. Here we go, 121. All right. So if I was just to click, hey baby, if I was just to click on the word ayun or ayunya, and in the Blue Letter Bible, it has ayun, and then it separates the yah. And here it says mine eyes. Now, if y'all remember some of the rules, right? Well, at the end, it was some rules, some possessive adjectives, right? To say something that's possessive, to say my or his, this belongs to someone, right? How do you say me or my? You add Yah to the end. Add Yah to the end of the word. So instead of it being I, and then instead of it just being eyes, when you add Yah at the end, or my, which is what the character Yah is used as, now it's saying my eyes, because now you have Yah at the end. You have this character Yah at the end. It's saying my eyes. If I can show you one more thing. When these codes down here, right? These codes, this is what they read out. So let's start with this real quick. So this letter H right here, that just means is Hebrew, okay? It's Hebrew. It's a noun common. Now, I was going to read this out to you just so y'all know that I know what I'm talking about. It's noun common. I forget what the BDC is, right? But noun common, the gender is both, the number is dual, and the state of it is construct. Now, this is just how Esau classifies our Hebrew. So none of this is needed to learn Hebrew. None of what I just said about the common, the noun. Well, of course, the noun matters, but the common, the dual, the construct, none of that matters. I would say wait a little bit until you get some seasoning on you. Then you can start to use it. Or if you understand it, you can try it, but it ain't necessary. So I wouldn't recommend it right away. Let me put the top in this, y'all. She already confiscating this water from me. Oh, here you go, baby. Now, I know what you want to do. So now none of that matters, right? You'll see it later on, and you can go into it. But I just wanted to show you what those letters or what that code is. And this one is the second code that they had up here, the second half of it. It's a suffix, the character Yah, because now we're going into the character Yah. First they did Ayun, now we're going into Yah. Now as a suffix, it's a pronominal. It's first person, me, my, we. It's all I, we, all that's first person. Right? We committed this crime. I committed this crime. This crime was done by me. This is my knife that I committed the crime with. This is our gun. We used it. This thing we did, it belongs to us. We did it. It's ours. We own it. That's first person. Second person is you talking straight to somebody. Listen, MF, you did this to me. This is your crime. You did this, right? And that's second person. Y'all did it. It's all y'all fault. You did it. That's second person. Third person is what I like to call the snitch form. Third person is the snitch form. I don't know why this thing keep damn, I wasn't showing it at all. It didn't even pop up on y'all. Good night. Third person is the snitch form, which is what I like to call that, because that's when you start saying, hey, they did it. It wasn't me. It was them. They over there, they did it. She did it. He did it. You ain't face to face anymore. You talking to somebody else saying, no, she did that. He did that. They did that. So that's I joke, of course, but I call it the snitch form. It's easy to remember, right? So now, if we come back over here, I'm so mad that y'all couldn't even see this, man. But if we come back over here, so it's a suffix. I was trying to show you all this. I thought I was showing y'all the computer. It just wasn't. It wasn't even up there. So I'm gonna go back through it real quick. So up here they got Ayun, and then they got it separated from Yah. Down here is the codes that I was reading. The noun, common, the gender is both. It was a dual something, and it was construct. The state was construct, right? That doesn't even matter. Now we here at the Yah at the end, and we're gonna see what the Yah at the end was. What is this code here to say? It's here to say is a suffix, which means it goes at the end of a word. It's also pronominal. So let me scroll back down because they give you the definitions right here, just so y'all know. If y'all ever wanted definitions, they right here, right? They'll give you the definitions of them. Type is pronominal. First person, I did this, we did it, right? This was committed by me. Gender is common, which means it's both. It's just used for both. Either one can use it. The number is singular, right? To say one person. So you can be speaking in the first person and you can say, we committed this crime. Me and him, we committed this crime. Right? Or you can be by yourself and say, I did it. Y'all can see she wasn't gonna let me drink no water. Good night. All right, now let's keep going, right? So I just wanted to show you. Oh man, I was all right, yeah. So I'm right here. So now we understand why that it was saying my eyes, right? It was saying my eyes, right? Asha'a ayanya. Okay. And we got, look, man, we got a whole full house, kids and everything, man. They enjoying themselves just like as they should. So we got Asha'a, I will lift up. Ayanya, my eyes. Now we at the word al. Al. Let's go to two-letter lookup. Okay, two-letter lookup. Let's type in in the character lock. Can we get them to turn that down for a second? They partying for real. They Sabbath for real. They doing their thing. They said, look, y'all teaching ain't gonna stop us from having fun. All right, so now. All right, so now we're looking up the word al. So this al is once is not once nothing. Not once nothing. It says strength as an adjective, mighty, the almighty. The way we say the power. Go ahead. No. I'm about to get something in a second. I'm just going through this. The water though, I appreciate it. And it smells delicious, man. The water to your rib. So the next word, I'm talking about the next word. So Salakia, if you go down the next translation of al, which is a different word, is these or those. Now, if I go here and I show you all the details, you see this concordance number H. It will be H because it's Hebrew, but the Strong's concordance number is 408. Right? If you come down here, you got 409. But it's the same thing, not or nothing, not nothing, not nothing. Now, 410, it starts to go and branch off a little bit and starts to speak about the Most High, God like God, one mighty one, angels, right? Of course, because can be referring to the angels as well. Mighty things, nature. Now all these have different concordance numbers. Hold on, let me do this real quick. I just want y'all to notice that I'm being oppressed right now. She ain't drinking it. She ain't doing nothing. She just mad I'm drinking. All right, so now let's keep going. All right, so now the one that we're looking for is we're trying to figure out what is it saying. Okay. Now we got all these here. Al that says, wait, I'm gonna go back up a little bit and just take off some of these show all details. Right? So you got these, those, you got near, among, to. It's all right here. So now now these are all the ways that is used, right? Now let's go in just a little bit on this one, among, with, near, to. Right? I will lift up my eyes to the hills. So it could be this one. Let's see. Let's take a look. Because remember, we're doing it from the point of view as somebody that doesn't know what it's saying. And we just trying to figure it out. We're seeing these, we're trying to match it up. So to, among, near, with. So to, toward, unto. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. Okay. Of motion. So it has to be this one, H, or Strong's number 413. 413. Because the English says, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. Now, the only reason I didn't start with the degrees or the Psalm of degrees is because nobody, we looking for the actual verse, not the, what they call it, the something notes. I forget what they call. I think the footnotes, or I guess you would say. Now, this was written in there, but it's not a part of the actual verse that we're trying to get into, right? We need, the main parts that we're looking for. So now, We got, I will lift up mine eyes. We see the scripture says unto, right? So that's pretty much, it has to be that. To, toward, unto, of motion. So I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. We got Asha'a, Ayanya, Al, unto. Now we need the, or it might be better for me to do it this way. Asha'a, which is I will lift up. Anya, my eyes. Al, unto. Now we got this word right here. Ha rayum, which we know is Haharium. All right. I'm trying to give it the emphasis of somebody that doesn't have as much experience, right? We know from saying the prayers all the time that we're saying Haharium. Anya al Haharium. So now we're going to go to this word Haharium. Let's see if we can find it in twoletterlookup.com. All right, let's see what it says. Remember, we're not going to use Blue Letter Bible right now. We're just doing a little bit, and then eventually we'll just go back into Blue Letter Bible just so we can get the translation. But just want to try to show you this real quick. So type in ha, ra, and then ya, and then ma. Now, of course, it's not going to pop up because Haharium is not a word. Neither is Hahar, because they got Hahar right here as if Yum is the plural. Right? I'm sorry, y'all, which in Hebrew, Yum is the plural. So they don't have Hahar. So let's just type in Salaki. Let's go back here. Let's type in ha. Since that was the first two words, you got expressing grief, to groan, to be well, to assemble, to exist, to become, to come past. Now all these is haya in different words. Let's see if we can show some details for the top word. It says aha, woe, worth. I'm not, it also says alast, right? I'm not seeing the connection because, of course, Harium is not mountain or is not a hill. Why? Because we're typing in the wrong thing. If we go to the rules, I don't think I have this in the rules on paper, but the character ha at the beginning of a root word, is used as the. Is used to say the, right? To say the and then whatever. So in this case, we got it. We got ha harium. So now we're going to try ha, ra, and then yum. Okay, and let's see what pops up. Let's see if we can find it now. So we're going to go here. We're going to type in ha, ra, and then ya, and then ma. Now, this didn't pop up either. Okay. Let's see what else we can type in. Let's just type in ha and ra. Now, I already know what the word is. I'm trying to do this, just to edify. So we have har. Har is a mountain, a range of hills. That right there sounds like the one. Sounds like the one we looking for. Harium. Right? Now, I don't know why yum is at the end if I'm new to this. But eventually you will go to the rules, just like we have here in the Hebrew. If y'all remember, the rules for plural and singular. Hold on, this might be on another page. So we got here the rules. It says to form an adjective, add ha. Or to form an adjective, it says add ha. Said example, good, which is the word tawab. Then now you have tawaba, because you added the ha there, and now it's feminine, right? To make the word feminine. Now, also to make it masculine plural, you add what? Yum. You add yum, and yum is at the end of the word, right? All this adds to the end. So if I was to come over here, back to the Blue Letter Bible, I would have ha, har, yum, the mountain or mountains, the hill or hills. So far what we have is Asha'ah, I will lift up, Anya, my eye, or my eyes, al, unto Haharium, the hills. And that's what we have so far. We got that so far, right, baby? You with me? And what I do with my water? Did I give it to her? Oh man, she dropped the water. Good God. And the fun Yala, she said, to hell with me, man. He said, look, Daddy, you can have some water after you done. He said, what did he say? Warrior. You have some after you done, warrior. You can handle it. Dang. She just want me to be thirsty. All right, so now, so this is verse 1. All right. Let's see what we can get from verse 2. Let's go in a little bit to verse 2. And I'll skip down. As you can see here, they give us the words anyway, right? So mine eyes, owl is unto Aharim the hills. My ayun, right? From whence? You got ayun, and then you got ma ayun. We was to I guess I could just skim through it real quick. If we was to go here, you got ma at the beginning, which is from, and then you got ayun. So you got ayun, which is I, and then you got ayun, which is whence or from, or ayun has a few different meanings, like don't, not, I believe it asks a question like whence or where. I forget what else it has, right? We're gonna keep going. Then if I was to type in Yaba'ah is cometh, right? It's from the root word Bawa'ah. And if we was from whence cometh, then you got Izar Yah. Izar is the root word for help. Yah at the end is my help. All right, let's go in the second verse. Let's go into the second verse. If I click this, I believe it's going to the second verse. Nope, took me to a whole new book. Damn. Now I gotta go back to Psalms. I gotta retype in Psalms 121. See, I thought I knew what I was doing. I guess I didn't. Guess I gotta let baby run the whole thing. All right, let's go to verse 2. Oh, sis, you all right? All right, y'all, let's go to verse 2. And the water, for everybody that's tuning in, man, please type in your questions if you have any questions on the Hebrew. All right. So now, like I said, I've been going into the twoletterlookup.com, but I feel as though y'all know how to use it by now. You can rewind the tape. There's no real need to keep going and, coming back and typing it in, because we say these prayers all the time. I'm pretty sure without two-letter lookup, we already know what the hell it's saying, right? Even if we don't, because we still got the English, right? So we got my help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Now, we know that those are the only words that we can find, right, that we're looking for. So we just got to figure out how or what order it's in and how is it being said. Right now, I'll give you an example of somebody that didn't know anything at all, new to it, maybe got alphabet sheet, learning the alphabet sheet, trying to look it up. Now, we know these words. We've been doing this for so long, right? And of course, at the Lord's 57th annual Passover, we are going to be saying the prayers. Now you're going to know what you're actually saying. You're going to know word for word what you're saying, or at least a few words, and that's all you need to get started with the Hebrew. So now you got Izar, right? You got my help, Izariah, my help. Psalm 121, right? Asha'a, Ayanya, Al Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Alahayanaw. Something else. Nah, that was pretty good though. I got pretty far, but I can't remember everything. But I tried. Right? What is it? Alahayanawa, YAHANNA, something I will love. Right? I believe I might have missed like 2 words, but we know it just from doing the prayers. We do the camp prayers. We do the prayers every Sabbath. We do prayers after class every day. So it might be familiar to you. So let's keep going, right? All right, so we got Isaiah, Ma'ain. Okay. So now let's come down here. Oh, matter of fact, we don't even need to. We can stay right here. I forgot if I press this, it'll pop up. Ma'ain. So you got ma. Ma is not a part of the root word. Ma is from. When a character ma is at the beginning of a root word, it's saying from or for, I believe. From or for. Sometimes it says for. Salaki. Now you got I'm. I'm is the word people, right? Is the root word people. Is also used as with, right? With. Baby, you ready to get down and crawl, huh? I would let you crawl, but you do a lot of stuff. You do a lot. So this is saying from, ma'aim, right? From. And then you got here, which they're saying, hold on, let me come down. This is the Hebrew preposition. They're saying ma'aim is just saying from. Let's see what the root word is, because I don't think it gave us the root word. So the root word is ein, right? Now I don't know why it didn't say. I don't know why it didn't put the root word here, but it's saying with or with, against, along, toward, along, as long as. Now, just so y'all know, I don't use the outline of biblical usage. Commander General YAHANNA said all we need is the Strong's definition. And I understand why he said that, because these can be updated. They'll update this to whatever they want to update it to. But what they cannot change, though, however, they cannot change the Strong's definition, because Strong's will have to change every definition or update every single definition. And they can't change the lexicon either. And I love going into the lexicon, and the lexicon matches up with the Strong's concordance. It is never going to change, right? As you see here, with, right, is also used as people. Okay, I'm is people. All right, when it's by itself, it's saying people is. So this one is a I forget what this, proper conjunction communion from the root imum. So this is coming from imum, always used as a particle. It is together, moreover, at the same time. Now let's see if this one says people. Fellowship with, against, with. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Let me see. At, by, near. Let me see if this one is going to have it. Notwithstanding, in spite of. Damn, they used it for that too. Trying to see with, by, boom, 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 boom. From the mind. Okay, so just so y'all know that I'm not lying, I'll type this in. Just to show you. All right, people. Actually, you know what? I want, just so I can keep where I'm at in the blue letter lookup, blue letter Bible. I'll use 2letterlookup.com, and we'll do real quick just to show you that is used as people as well. Type in the character I and the character ma. It's another good example of how to use it. First thing that pops up, a people, a tribe, with, equally with. So y'all get it. It's used as people and it's used as with. All right, let's get back to it. So now, Yahweh, we know this is the Lord's name. It's no question, no argument about it. It's the Lord's name. I wonder if I should give you some rice, something, baby. That just crossed my mind. I wonder if I should give her some rice, let her eat a little bit. All right, so now let's keep going. The next word is I.S.U.P.K. 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 is a Hebrew word which is used as do or make. That's what I.S.U.P.K. is used as. So you got make, you also have made, right? Do, done, did, all those are I.S.U.P.K. In our language, you do know that a word can have more than one meaning, right? So the word I.S.U.P.K. is the main root of it. So, brother, you want to know how to say Gad? I'm gonna give it to you in a second, right? So the main usage of it is do or make. I did this. I do this. I've done this. I make these. I made that. Same thing. All right, so it's the same thing. So the brother, he asks, how do you say Gad? All right, no sweat. This is how you say Gad in Hebrew. It's the exact same word. It's just pronounced God, like God and Da connected. Instead of it being Gadah, it's just God, right? Which is where they get Gad from, or Gad, or God. All right. So it's God, G-A-D, the exact same way. Let me pull it up for you. 2letterlookup.com. If I wanted to say Gad, right? If I type in G-A-D, and I put F-A-D, good night. G-A-D, here we go. It's going to come up the exact same thing right here, Gad. Gad is Gad. It's the exact same way, right? You can say God or Gad. Either one, everybody knows is going to know what you mean. It's Gad. All right. But it's the same thing, brother. That's easy. All right. Just so you know, that was an easy one, brother. Thawada, for your question. I mean, hopefully I edified you. So now let's keep going. So we got I.S.U.P.K, right? Which made I.S.U.P.K. Shemayim is the next word. Shemayim. Shemayim is heaven. It's a root word used as heaven. So we got Isaiah, my help, my help from or with the Lord. I.S.U.P.K, which made Shemayim, heaven, Wa'aratazah, heaven and earth. If you take a look right here, you got Wa at the beginning to say and you got Aratazah right here to say earth. Okay? Heaven and earth. I want to see if she's gonna eat some of this. I'm curious, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm taking time out the class. I want to see if she's gonna eat some. You gonna take a bite? Right, Papa, you don't get that away from me, no? All right. It's all good, baby. So now, but that I'm sorry, I had to sidebar. I've been thinking about trying to feed her different stuff, man. Feed baby. You know, we working on it. She's just getting two little teeth to bite you. All right, so you got heaven and earth. All right, heaven and earth. Let's go to verse 3. Okay, let's go to verse 3. Let's go to the next verse. I wonder if this gets us to the next verse. Nope, did not. Took it somewhere else, totally different. Okay. Let's go to verse 3. Here we go. So now the Hebrew says, Al Yathun Lamawat Regalka Al Yanawam Shamarka. Okay, this is what the English says. He would not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. So now let's translate. Let's understand what we're reading. So this word al, let's see what it's saying. All we know is unto, right? To or unto is also used as what else did they say it was used as? Let's click on it and see. Oh, they used it. They say it was used as not or nothing or once. Okay, so that's some other usages of al. So in this case, al, right? Al yathun, al yathun. Now let's click on yathun and see what it's saying, because I'm about to say the root word is nathun, but it's a yah at the beginning, so it could be saying he give. Nathun is a root word that's used as give. Is also, I'm guessing, used as suffer, because they have it right here. So al yathun, not he suffer, not he suffer. Okay, the Lord, he will not suffer. Right, or in this case, what it says in the English, it just says he will not suffer. He will not suffer. Why? Because it's Yah at the beginning of a root word is saying he will. Al yathun. This Yah is saying he will. Okay. And we got the rules right here. I'll just come back and show you. We on the present tense. Let's zoom over to the future tense. If I want to say he, I just add Yah to the beginning. I want to say he will, because this is the future tense. Everything is will. I want to say he will, I just add Yah to the beginning of the root word. He will. Okay, so y'all get it. Everybody should understand that. Shouldn't be too hard. So we got al yathun, al yathun. Not he will lamawat, or not he will suffer. Not he will suffer, right? The Lord, he will not suffer. He will not suffer. That's what it says right here. He will not suffer. So that's what it's saying. Al yathun. He will not suffer. Or not he will suffer. Not he will suffer, because that's how it's written, right? Usually the negative, to make the sentence negative, you got to put the negative at the beginning of it. Just like in our language, we got the word ayundabar. The word ayun is not or don't. So if I'm saying ayun and then the bar, the bar is speak. Ayun, the bar, don't speak. Don't mention it. No words, not words. No words, don't speak, don't mention it. It's like saying you welcome. Somebody say, oh man, thank you. You say, oh man, don't mention it. Or let me speed you up to today's time, 2026. Ayun the bar. Say less. It's easy. Say less. No words. Say less. Ayun the bar, speak. Ayun the bar can also be used as say. Don't say. Say less. Say. Don't say. Go ahead. So the bar, say less. You can say that in today's time. Ayun the bar means literally like don't mention it. No words. Don't speak. You're welcome. Yeah, like saying you're welcome. So when we say the wild, we say ayun the bar. You saying don't mention it. You saying don't speak. No words. Say less. You know what I mean? So and this is Black and Hispanic culture. That's how we talk. All right. So in this case, to go back to the actual scripture, right here, it says, not he will suffer. That's what it says in Hebrew, but in English, it's saying he will not suffer, right? Not he will, not, and then this word, this letter, he will, and then suffer, the character Yah, not he will suffer. He will not suffer la mawat. Let's see what la mawat is saying. La at the beginning of the root word is a connector to say to, right? To, and then mawat is move or moved, right? To be moved. Not he will suffer to move, to be moved. He will not suffer to be moved, right? Remember, the action goes first. So the action is the Lord is not allowing you to do something. So remember, to make it negative, you got to put not in the beginning. So not the Lord, whatever you're saying after that is not going to happen, or it's a negative, so to speak, right? Something you can't do, something that won't be done. So not he will suffer, right? So the Lord won't suffer. He will not suffer. He will not suffer what? Now you're describing more of the verb, of the action. Not he will suffer to be moved, right? The Lord won't suffer to be moved. The Lord won't allow to be moved. That's the action that the Lord is doing. He's not allowing to be something to be moved, or we asking the Lord, to not allow something to be moved, right? We're saying don't let this be moved, or it's saying the Lord, he won't let something be moved, right? So I'll not Yathan, he will suffer Lamawat to be moved, Regalka, thy foot. Regal is foot. Ka at the end is your or thy. Thy is Old Quaker English for your. So thee is Old Quaker English for you. Thou, Old Quaker English for you. Thine is Old Quaker English for your. Thy is Old Quaker English for your. So thee and thine, thy and thine is your. Thee and thou is you. Right? What did it say in Deuteronomy 7:6? The Lord thy God, right? The Lord your God, right? Has chosen thee, has chosen you, thee and thou, you, has chosen thee, right? To be a special people. Thou, you, are a separate people unto himself, right? Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay, so the Lord your God have chosen you to be a special people above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's what the Bible said in Deuteronomy 7:6. Now let's keep going. So now we got the next owl. Now this is also saying not, right? Regalka, not suffer thy will not suffer to be moved your foot, not Yanawam. So now let's see what Yanawam is saying. So we got Yah at the beginning, again to say he will, and then we got Nawam. What is Nawam? Slumber, right? Thee will slumber. Not the slumber, not you slumber, right? Or not not he slumber, right? So let me see. Let's go back up. I'm losing my train of thought. The Lord, he would not suffer thy foot to be, he would not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber, right? So this is what it's saying right here. So he that keepeth thee will not slumber. So it's saying not he will slumber. And then Shamar, you know what Shamar is? Keep guard, what? You. He will not slumber that keep you. That keep you. So in Hebrew, we said not he will what was your thun? Not he will suffer, right? Al Yathun, not he will suffer. Lamawat to be moved, Regalka, thy foot or your foot. Al Yanawam, not he will slumber. Shamarka, that protect you. Okay? Not he will suffer to be moved your foot, not he will slumber that keep you. That's how it was said. Let's keep going. All right, so it's a little bit different than English, but English is backwards. Okay, so we did the action words first. Let's go to verse 4. Let's see if we how far we can get. Go on, hold baby girl for a second. I don't know if you know how they be chilling, then they start snapping after you take them and do different things and then try to bring them back. So you can't bring it back. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All right, so now let's keep going. So verse 4 is Hannah, right? Hannah. Hannah is a root word. It's used as behold, which is like I think Hannah is also used as lo, right? Lo, behold, meaning look here. Like behold, look, lo, look. All right, baby, come on back. I knew she was gonna trip. I knew she was gonna trip. You like his rib, you don't like him though. Yeah. That's cool. It's all good. I understand. I understand. All right. Okay. Look, I think she considering being walked around now. She's like, wait, that, women be choosing. She's like, hold up. Hold up. You walking me around. I want to sit back down no more. Y'all sisters be choosing. That's funny. Right? So now let's keep going. Hannah, behold, look. You know what that means? It means see. It's over here. Look. Right? La'ah. So Hannah, la'ah, yanawam. Behold, not or neither, yanawam. Neither he, what? What did we just read? What was this? Slumber. Losing my train of thought. I'm about to say we just did yanawam. It says, lo, not he will slumber, right? Not he will slumber. Salaki. Let me do this. Let me do this now. Let me read it in Hebrew. Let's stick with the tradition. Read it in Hebrew and in English. Hana, la'ah, yanawam, wala'ah, ya yeshun, shawamar, ya sha'ala. I only read it that fast because we read it all the time, right? And I know it in memory. This is what it says. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Okay. So we got right here. Can we turn that down and back? Yeah. It says, behold, neither he slumber and nor right here, because I wasn't sure which I don't know why I got confused just now. I was thinking about al, but this is saying la'ah. Yeah, that's too wild. I was thinking about al, but this is saying la'ah. I don't know why, because al threw me off with the no or not, but I forgot that it's used as that as well. You know what I mean? Now we at la'ah, and I'm slow on la'ah like it don't mean no or not or neither. See, she got the death grip on her headpiece. It's all good. Go ahead. Yeah, because al is unto. Two. Al is also the power, the most high, where they get L from, right? And then you got al, which means no or not, or neither, I think it is. But then you also have Allah, which is the same and la. So it's a little bit tricky depending on how it's used, because all of them is some of them say al, but then other one, then you got Allah, which is the most high power. But then you also got al, which is L, which is the most high, or the Almighty. Al Shaddai, the power Almighty, right? Or the Almighty power, which is still the same thing, the most high, the power, right? And then you have, like I said, unto or to. So it's a little bit tricky. I forgot. Now I've seen it quite a few times used as not or no, or in a negative sense, out. But it threw me off. And then now we have la'ah. I'm on la'ah like it's out. Like, all right, hold on, let me look and see what it say. I mean, before I proceed to start teaching. So this is la'ah yanawam. Before we had al yanawam. Now we got la'ah yanawam, right? So hana, behold, la'ah yanawam. Not he will slumber, and not wala'ah, and not ya yeshun, and not he will what? Yeshun. Whatever yeshun is, which is sleep, right? But you notice this ya here to say he will, because all of this is being said in the future tense. Why? Because it's a prayer. We're praying, saying that the Most High He's not going to do this. He's not going to sleep. He ain't going to do this. And this is how King David wrote it. He wrote it in this tense as a song. Anybody that's a songwriter out there, to my fellow songwriters, you know how the different tenses and all that garbage matters and don't matter at the same time, and it can be used in poetry and different things, that ways where it's used to your advantage in songwriting. But here, all of it matches. He's saying he's sticking with the future tense. It's like writing a song and your topic is something in the future, so you constantly using words like "we gonna do this," "it's gonna be like," different things like that, where it's fun. I mean, where it's in the future. So you're trying to make it in that sense. So now he sleep, or he will sleep. But remember, the negative came first, and not he will sleep. Behold, not he will slumber. Behold, he will not slumber, and not he will sleep, and he will not sleep. Behold, he will not sleep, and nor he will not slumber. Shawamar, keep or keepeth, the way it's said in Old Quicker English, but this right here is the present tense. Shawamar, meaning the one that's protecting us, he that keep, or he keeps. Yasha'Allah, which is Israel. So we got behold, not he will slumber, and not he will sleep. He that keepeth, or he that keeps, or he keeps Israel. He will not slumber, he will not sleep. He keeps Israel. He protects, he watches over Israel. That's verse 4. Let's go to verse 5. Let's see how much we can get. We got 10 minutes left. Let me check some questions real quick. All right, type in y'all questions if y'all need anything. All right. Man, listen, it's going to be amazing at the Passover. Let's get in one more verse, and let's see what we can do. And then hopefully, baby, let's go to death grip of my headpiece. Right? You're going to keep. She will. Shamar. She will keep. Right? If y'all don't believe me, just to show you, since I mentioned it, the tha at the beginning is saying she. All right, so she will, right? She will do something. Tha Shamar, right here. Tha Shamar, okay? Tha at the beginning is the rule. So if I said walk is halak, right? She walked. She will walk. Right? She crawling now, she will walk. Tha halak. Right now, to give you an example, ha is a weak character. It'll drop off. So instead of it being tha halak, it'll be thalak. You can put it on the charger. Can you put this on the charger for me? All right. He got his juice. What's up, young brother? Huh? Oh, it's downstairs? Yeah, you could get it. We got any snacks or something, you give him some snacks. I know he having the time of his life down there. All right. He will. He will. Yah at the beginning. Okay. All right, so now let's get back into it. Right. We got 9 minutes left because I'm talking too much. Let's keep going. So now let's go to verse 5. So let's close this and go to verse 5. All right. Hey, let it charge, man. You gotta let it charge, okay? Right, here we go. All right, this is verse 5 in the Hebrew. Yahweh Shamarka, Yahweh Tazalka, Al Yad Yamyinka. I think I forgot all of that part. All right, when I was reciting the prayer. Hold on, let it charge, okay? So now in the English it says, the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. Oh, nope. You gotta let it charge, okay? I can't hook it up here. I would. Can you put this back on the charger? I'm trying to help him out. It ain't gonna last but a second. Fast almost over anyway, so he about to be in a whole world of fun. Right. Boom. So now we got Yahweh, which we know is the Lord's name. We got Shamar, right? Which we know is keep. We got Kai at the end to say your. Okay. thy keeper, right? Thy keeper, your keeper. Then we got the Most High's name, and then we got Tazal Ka. If you notice, now this right here might look like Tazalak, right? Or some people, if you're new to reading the Hebrew, you might say Tazalaka. This is the root word Tazal. Now, the only reason we have issues with pronunciation when you're young or new or even experiencing the truth is because we learning Hebrew again as a second language instead of a first. So we got to learn words, but we're already adults. We know we already, then came into the truth and lived the life speaking English. Now you got to learn a new language. Where if you was taught this as a baby, as a child, you would have been taught this a long time ago. You would know a lot of Hebrew words by now, damn near all of them, right? So you would know Tazal. All right, hold on. Can you take this? What in the world? I think this thing died out on us again. Now you can take it. Can you open that form too? So now we would know a whole bunch of words, right? So Tazal is the word shade. Ka at the end, this ka here at the end of it is saying you or your, right? Is ka is literally your, but we use it as a slang to say you, okay? Which is why it says thy right here. Remember, thy is your, thine is your. Thee and thou is you in Old Quaker English, right? So now it says thy shade. It says the Lord keep you. The Lord is thy shade, right? The Lord is shade your. The Lord shade your, right? The Most High watch you or protect you or keep you or guard you. The Most High shade, the Most High your shade, right? So damn, Salakia, I didn't read it straight through, right? Hey, go down, get down. So let me read it for you. Yahweh, Shamar Ka, Yahweh Tazal Ka, Al Yad, Yamyan Ka. Right, this is what it says in English. I'm sorry, I was supposed to do this first. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. So now you got the Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade, right? Is your shade. Now we got isle. The word isle is used as upon, over, or against, right? Or on or upon. But sometimes they use by at the beginning of a root word to say on, right? Also. So on, upon, over, against, right? On you, upon you. A lot of our Benjamite brothers from the Caribbean islands, they say upon them, right? On them. Hey, mama. Oh, you falling out? Well, everybody can see you. You know everybody can see you fall out, right, baby? You know everybody watching. Okay, so now we got I upon Yah, upon hand, right? Upon hand, Yum Ka. Yum is right. Ka at the end is thy right. So we got the Lord watch you. The Lord, so the Lord is thy what is this? The Lord is thy keeper. This is keep. The Lord is keeper your. The Lord is shade your. You can tell him what to do. You can have him come down. Upon, so the Lord is keeper your. The Lord is shade your. Upon hand your right your. Upon hand right your. All right. This is how it's written and how it's spoken. The Lord keeper your. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is shade your. The Lord is your shade. Upon hand, right your. Now, remember the sequence. Verb or the action word. Then you describe the action. Then you further describe the action. Your gun. You're gonna go sit down. Yeah, you can just bring him down. You ain't gotta. Hold on. Hey, go sit down. Hurry up. Right? You could, yeah, he good. Let him do his thing back there. You can give him the phone too, I guess. Oh, you know where he running? Let him do his thing. So it's the verb, then the noun, then you describe the noun. So the noun is the Lord is thy shade upon what? Your right hand. Upon hand, your right. He's the shade upon your hand. Which hand? Got to describe the hand. Got to describe the noun. Your right hand. Right hand. I got it for him. Just have him go there and sit down. All right, okay. Now, so you got the noun. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord gonna protect you. Then your gun. Go sit down. Then the Lord is your shade. Where? Upon. So now you're describing the type of shade. The Lord is your shade. Hey, go sit down. Go sit down. Right? Upon. My bad, y'all. Yeah, it's how I gotta be today. So the Lord is your shade upon your hand. Which hand? Your right hand. All right. Now it's 8:59. I doubt if y'all gonna want me to do another verse. We got through 5, and we also practice with the 2letterlookup.com, right? Using the 2letterlookup.com. If I wanted to look up yod, whatever yod was, right? Or which was hand, I would just type in yah and then the character da. Yod, it'll pop up. Yod, a hand, a hand. If I wanted to learn yum yum ka, what does yum yum ka mean? Yah, ma, yah, ma. But see, it comes up right here. Yum yun, a right hand side south. I forgot that yum yun is also south, right? I believe yum is west. Yum is west, and yum yun is south, right? So you got yum yun. Yum yun is Slovakia, baby. You get you just having your way today. So you got yum yun, a right hand. All right. Let's try yum. I wanted to see. You know what? Let's type in west and see what pops up, because we know one west, right? A cod what? A codium. One west. We got west right here, right? You got a carwan, right? Hinder, late, last, western. Okay, you got akawar, the hinder part behind, backward, or the west. Then you got yum, a sea, a large body of water, Mediterranean, a river, boom, 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 the west, artificial basin, the west, the south. Yum is the same thing, the west, the south. I think you got my Irab, the west. Akkad my Irab, one west, right? One west. Hey baby, like that. She's grooving to that one west, one west, one west, one west. Oh, she be dancing. She ain't dancing right now. She's ready to go home. All right. But meaning she like, y'all out there. We like, all right, brother. It's in the class. It's 9 o'clock. So Akawar, I'm not sure which one. I know I heard of my Irab before for the west. I believe I used it before for the west. But I also learned that yum was west. And then you got Akawar. I like a Kadium, one west. You know what I mean? Or a Kad my Irab. It's just a little bit longer, you know. But with that being said, y'all, we got these kids in here ruling over us. Ruling over us. Okay? She got the death grip on the headpiece still to this moment. Now, with that being said, man, I'm going to do my outro. Anya of Shalom. Anya Kahan. Wakwataziyam Mara. Wa. Aqua. Kanaya. Ma Warka. Ma Warkam. Kaya Hayawam. Anya I will bar Katha. Al ya Salaki. I will bar Katha al Kahan. Wakwatazayan. Nathanya Allah. All right, the water shalom. What I just said was, peace Israel. I'm Officer Marah. and Sister Kanaya, your teachers for today. I'm passing the class over to Priest and Officer Nathaniel. All right, thank you. You want to try something, baby? Why don't you try something? You gonna try it?
Security announcements with I.S.U.P.K. on what country on the book and I rules of new brothers and sisters. When new brothers and sisters come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be excluded home. They are here to share themselves with the world. They need presentation to arrange after the 6 months. A brother or sister has an interest in the particular person. He or she has permission from the head to speak to the brothers and sisters. And another 6 months with the brothers and sisters will court each other. That is going to clear the brothers and sisters will give permission to the head to marry. Size is a commandment. You can find it in size, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Main step in Hebrew, Y-A-H-U-P. Like Y-A-H-U-P. 10% of every penny, any increase the Lord gives you, give the Treasury Department. Priest fund, not priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever not to your life. Upcoming only convocation would be the Lord's Head. So, like, which one? This one?
Yep, Passover. Passover is the only thing that's next.
That'll be it, right? Passover.
Yep.
And that'll be Saturday, April 4th.
Yep.
And maybe you want to read about it. That's in Exodus chapter 2, verse 1 to 51, or Leviticus chapter 23, verse 4 to 5. Remind I can not walk to read the bulletin board in the hallway. Anyone wants to become a trooper in the student start with all black boots, shirts, headbands, and scarf with that. And I'm not in the Israel. I might stand at we're going to get one clear to salute. Mike, Mike, Rock.
How about Shim Yahweh Shah Brakathum?
Sorry for the sisters. We're going to get a sister one clear to salute. Israel. Mike, Rock.
How tomorrow come by Shim Yahweh Shah. Usain Christ, man. Go enjoy your Sabbath, y'all. The water for tuning in. Shalom.